Well, we just had a minor collapse down this way. So this is an Eimco 12B rocker shovel. So it's also called a mucker or a mucking machine. Way this old riveted ore car, a rear dumper. Good morning, YouTube mine explorers. Tom and Julie here. We're out on the abandoned mine hunting trail again today. We're going up an old mining road, headed for that waste pile you can see in the background, the big white pile. The road's washed out pretty good, as you can see. We have made it to the base of the waste rock pile. Well, I found a shaft that was open. I came down this ladder. Here comes Julie down the ladder. So there's a major collapse straight ahead here. I don't know what all happened here. This whole world collapsed, it looks like. All this stuff must have been cribbed up into this stope here that I'm in. Look at all the mortise and tenon joints. Okay, I'm going to go past this collapse, all these timbers, and this way. Very cool down here. Here's a junction. That's to the left. Okay, continuing on this main area here. There's a big collapse here, but you can look around the right side of it here and see all that square set timbering. Here's a good shot of some square set timbering going up into this stope. Look at all the lumber in there. And this way goes across a bridge right here. A lot of collapse still. And it comes to a chute here. Not a real large chute. Just goes up into that stope. Let's go around to the other side over here. That's the shaft over that way. Let's go this way just a little bit. Okay. Okay, nothing that way. I see a ladder going this way. Danger. Keep out. Oh boy, that looks scary. Well, I'm on about the third set of ladders here. This thing keeps going down here. That goes straight down. It might be a working level here. Let's go see. There's a bunch of stuff laying around right there. You gotta make yourself a little skinny there because of your backpack. Just keep coming straight down. You don't need to worry about the other ladder. Yeah. They both go to the same place. Nice ladders though, huh?
Yeah. And noise over here.
Okay, we're going away from the ladders a little bit. Across a bridge. Bunch of explosives boxes here. Oh, we might be on a working level here. High explosives. Trojan Powder Company. Okay. There's a bridge over this way. Over what? I don't know. Well, we're gonna get a little bit of an explorer here. Okay, you don't want to fall down there. It goes right and it goes left. That's right. This is left. Let's go to the right. There's Julie. She's still making it. Is she crazy? This looks like a large stove. And maybe more, who knows. Looks like it might go through over here. It's warm. Big stove here. Hard to get the scale of this. This is probably about 40 feet tall. And longer than that in length. Okay, we moved on to that stove. That's pretty cool. Is that wire or blasting cord? Blasting fuse, I mean. Well, this thing has no shortage of dangers. Another thing, it could be. I'm gonna go look to make sure. You gonna stay there? Okay. More blasting dynamite boxes. It looks like it keeps going over here a ways. Are these cans over here? I don't know, I'm feeling a little air. It's been real hot in here for the last few minutes. Oh, maybe I'm just getting air through there. This is just rotten wood. Boy, there are more chutes and ore passes in here than you can shake a stick at. There's a piece of drill bit. I'm gonna go take a peek over here, but go the other way. There's an incline shaft. Goes down quite a ways. Not real steep. It would be fairly easy to navigate. Well, we just had a minor collapse down this way. Created a lot of dust. I gotta get my mask on. Okay, we got out of that area. That was a little scary. Started to collapse. Okay, you can see the size of the stope. Julie's at kind of the 3/4 mark of the length of it. She's about 30 feet away. So this thing's like 50 feet long and about 30 feet high. Maybe a little higher down at the bottom, 40 feet. Look at that, a brand new bit. That's pretty cool. This place is really a maze of different stopes and stuff. There's a bunch of explosives boxes. There are explosives boxes everywhere you turn. Goes a little ways this way. Let's see what happens. Look at that mess. Well, this is the bridge we came in on, right? I remember this. I remember not wanting to fall down there. So, this should lead us back towards the ladders. Which kept going down, but I don't know, man. It's pretty hot in here, isn't it? Yeah, it's really hot. It's unnaturally hot. It's pretty cool, though. Here are the ladders. They continue to go straight down. Wow. Julie's gonna go first on this ladder.
I got it.
Okay, be safe.
Okay.
How are the ladders looking?
Good.
Look, you can see the pick marks on the wall there. Here we are at the bottom level, we think. It's in pretty decent shape compared to a lot of the rest of the mine. Nice timbering. Just a few minor pieces of rock has come down like this. There are still tracks in here. Pretty interesting looking, isn't it, Julie?
Yeah, it's nice.
Is that an elevator shaft?
No.
It's just timbering up into a stope. Water line and air line still. Looks like some equipment coming up here. There's a fan. That's pretty cool. So here is a winch or air, I don't know. There's a pegboard here for load counts. It says E and W, and it's got the loads, the holes numbered on a peg. So I suppose each time they took a load up, they kept track of them. It looks like it's collapsed straight ahead here. Major collapse. This is a winze though. There's a track going down and a ladder going down, so maybe we should see if we can get down there. I'm on the ladder, the manway for the winze. Very wide set of heavy duty ore cart tracks. And the ladder goes quite a ways down, so let's go down and see what we find. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the winze here. It's probably about, I don't know, 60 feet, maybe a little more. Here's a skip car. Still here. It's pretty neat. Here's the trucks for an ore car. That's pretty cool. So this is the bottom of the winze. There's a bench here. And the haulage goes both ways. Here's the ways to the left. Some explosives boxes. A box of fittings. Another winze. There's a junction that goes this way. There's some nice sections of drill steel. Here are the trucks again from the ore car. Now let's keep on going down the tracks. Here's some nice timbering. More of the square set. Looks like that's about it. There's a big stope, but all the timbering is collapsed into the middle. If there was square set up in here. Yep, all collapsed. All came crashing down. So this is the other winze that we've gone down, the second one. I'm about, I don't know, 50 feet down it. It's in pretty rough shape. This is looking down at. There's a lot of broken up stuff down here. Here's another winch. And this was a working level. It's pretty crashed in right now though. I don't know if I want to go any further. Okay, so here's a winch. A two-directional winch. It's got two separate cable spools on it. One will pull backwards, one will pull forwards. Two brake levers right here. Two band brakes. And then here's the actual bucket over here. So that would be, one way would be pulling the bucket backwards, and then the other way would pull it forward, and there's a little yoke or whatever in front of here. You can see the arms there, the rest of it's buried. But then it would pull the loosened ore forward, and it would go into an ore cart or ore drop, whatever you're pulling it into, and then you'd reverse it again and go back for more. So there's your slusher bucket.
Copy that. Hear you. What's going on down there?
Okay, I'm down at the collapse. It's blocking us from getting to the main room that has the lift and the ore cart train. There's good airflow moving through here. It's coming down this winze shaft that you're at the top of, and it's flowing out somewhere else throughout the mine, probably up the lift shaft.
Okay, sounds good.
So here I am at this collapse. There's some pipes coming up still. The valve still works. And the air valve still works. Here's a gate for an ore chute that's operated by a lever, and as a counterweight they have some mine car wheels to keep the gate shut, I guess that would be right. So that's pretty cool. Let's go further and see what we find. Here's the track switch. Lever?
Yeah, pretty slick.
No, I said, did you get the lever?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the cage. If you go this way, you come to the control room. There's a little parts shelf there. A lot of large electrical conduit. And there are also tracks that go right over here so they can haul this equipment in and out of here. So the tracks come right up to the equipment pad. There's the winder. There's the motor. This is a brake. This is a shoe brake. There's also a band brake. operator's chair and a lever. All the electrical equipment. So here's the full electrical panel. Lighting, transformer, welder, control relay, control power, the main panel, 480 volts. Some electrical equipment back here. Doesn't exactly appear to be hooked up at this time. Maybe a rheostat or resistors. There's an oiler for this end of the shaft. There's the main shaft. There's the rope on the drum. A little chain would drive something, not sure what. And then the motor here. There's a little tool shelf, parts shelf. Here's some wedges. This is the back side of the cage. This is a side dumper. This whole right side would unlatch and it would dump like a big gate. The side would unlatch like a gate. Okay, Julie's going to hand tram this big ore car.
Ready?
Okay, fill it up from the chute there.
Alright.
Alright, she's full. Hand tram it down this way. Good job. Okay, we're exploring this drift or haulage. I guess this would be a haulage. It's coming off the top of the elevator or the top of the cage. I believe that's called a skip cage. Here's an intersection. Oh, here's a little train. These are older cars. Side dumper. Oh, there's the Eimco rocker shovel. So this is an Eimco 12B rocker shovel. So it's also called a mucker or a mucking machine. It's pneumatically operated, and the operator would stand on this left side on a little platform if they had one. It's not there. And this shovel would flip all the way over backwards, and it would load right up into the car that was behind it. In this case there are 3 here, so that's awfully cool. So here's the rocker shovel from the front. It's got a little rounded scoop on the front of the bucket. Yeah, it's all there, and it's even got a drill bit on here. Alright, let's continue exploring down this way. This has got a dark hue to it, like it's been burned.
Oh yeah, it's been burned for sure.
I wonder what burned in here.
I didn't see any burnt timber, but that's smoke. That's soot.
That's soot, alright. See how they've used old drill steel to hold the pipes off to the side so they don't...
I've seen it in one of your videos.
Yeah, so they don't interfere with the tracks.
Oh, yeah.
This looks like it's a piece of broken bit. Oh, there's an old riveted car. That's a little older model, isn't it?
Beautiful. Love that.
Now that's a rear dump, right?
Rear dump.
Okay, so let's take a look at this way this old riveted ore car, a rear dumper. All you had was an old pop can.
The pocket.
And then it would latch shut. Yeah, the latch still works even, doesn't it?
Not really.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's working.
No.
It works. So here's a little timber car or an equipment car. They would put side stakes in these holes, pipes. Looks like they're threaded, so they'd thread a pipe in there, and they could load their timbers or whatever else they were carrying around. Okay, let's go look at this room and see what's back here. Looks like a whole room full of drillings or core samples. Maybe at one time it was dynamite storage. Yep, all full of samples. So this is down below at the bottom of where these grizzlies would come out. One side on the left says ore, on the right says waste. It goes into this big chute that would funnel down and come out at that skip that's hooked on to the bottom of the cage. So here's the very bottom of this chute that comes off the bottom of the grizzlies. This is a pneumatically operated gate, and all the pneumatic lines are still here. And then this is the very bottom of the elevator shaft. Here's a little control.
Yeah, I was messing with it. Cool. Pneumatic meaning what?
Air.
Air. Oh,
Compressed air.
pneumatic. Oh, yeah.
So here we are just in front of the bottom of the cage. There's a little equipment car. Here's a side dumper with a grizzly on each side. The left side is for ore. The right side is for waste. It says so right on the wall. We just looked down below where these came out into that chute, and they would load onto the bottom of the cage, which would make that a skip cage. It hauls people, it hauls equipment, and it also hauls ore on the bottom. And here is a rocker shovel or a mucker. Here's where the operator would stand on the left side here, although the platform that he stands on is not attached right now. These are pneumatically operated with compressed air, and this shovel would scoop the ore right back behind it into an ore car like this. This is a side dumper. You want to rock this, Ken? One of the Kens? Okay, so when you had this full of ore and you wanted to dump it, if you wanted to go to the ore side, that would be this side. You would just tip it over and away she'd go. That's it. And they're nicely balanced, aren't they?
Very nice.
And if you wanted to go the other way, that's it. Pretty awesome. I think even when it's full of ore, it would probably be pretty easy to operate.
Wow, you know what? I tried this move. So the move, this one was really easy too. I mean, you could push it with one hand. Actually, pretty surprised. The other one was really hard to move.
And we got the mucker moving too, which was bound up on the hubs there. This is quite a bit higher than the control room level, and it's another chute that you could use the cage skip to come and dump ore down this. It says talc ore. I don't know where this goes, but okay, now this is the skip below the elevator. And the elevator bottom is right here. And this is attached right to the bottom of the elevator. And this would go into the chute that I just looked at that's up above me. And this would tip, you can see the big rollers there. That would tip right into that chute that was marked talc ore. This is a skip cage. Okay, this is the bottom of the elevator. You can see the ring on the bottom that they could rig a sling onto that to lift equipment or supplies. So that's pretty cool. So this is the main pulley or sheave wheel at the very top of the elevator shaft. Down here to the left goes right down to the winder. You can see it down there. This way goes down to the elevator.
You want to just come up with me or wait till
Now go ahead.
Okay. I'm
So-
not going to touch anything but the ladder, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. I have to go really slow though.
So we're going up a wind shaft, a very steep wind shaft too, and it gets even steeper up ahead of Ken. You can see that, where it goes straight up.
Oh, it's straight up.
And it's in pretty rough shape.
Piece of cake, Tom.
I know it.
Sounds like a boat.
Here he comes.
Don't forget to turn the valve off when you leave.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the valves.
Okay, we're done for
There
the
you
day.
go.
Okay,
All right,
Yeah,
let
now
let's
it's
get out.
open.
Let it breathe down there.
So here we are back to the ladders. That's our way out. There's a left. Let's take that real quick. It doesn't look like it goes real far. You never know though, do you? Looks like this has been backfilled. There was track in here. It's off to the side now. That's looking straight up. There's a big cable with a hook on it up there. Whoa. There's another big chute. Going up. Here's the chute. Tracks take a curve to the right on a heavily timbered area. Another chute coming in from up above, fully jammed shut. Boy, a lot of timber in here. These are the big round timbers again. Here comes a junction. The tracks take a right and they still go straight. Well, this is just a short right to this chute. Okay, let's continue on. A lot of coffee cans in here, Folgers cans. Another big chute. Trucks are still going. They're curving to the left. Let's look at this. This is a lot of debris over there. Looks like it's come in from somewhere. Black. It's come in from up there. That's the face of this drift level. The tracks went all the way to the end. You can see the drill holes. So there are 2 sticks of dynamite. It's funny because there's some cord here too that looks like it's been burned. I wonder if they tried to set that off. Well, that concludes our visit to the mine today. It's a pretty interesting mine. I don't quite understand how that ore kept moving down, 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 and there's nowhere obvious for it to come out down below. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. We always appreciate it, and we will see you on our next adventure.